When I first had weight loss surgery, it was a cop-out. It was the easy way out in my mind. In the past 4 years, I have spent pretty much every day fighting the fact that it is not an easy way. There's a lot more involved than the average person understands with weight loss surgery. And it isn't in reality the easy way, but for me, at that moment when I made that choice, I thought it was the easy way out. And I feel like thinking that has just decided to bite me in the butt. It, upsets me beyond belief when I see the media or just average person making comments about, oh, well, just cheat and have weight loss surgery and you'll be fine or whatever. Or for them to insult people that have had weight loss surgery and take away any success that they have had. But at the same time, I can finally admit that I thought that was what was going to happen. I never really had attempted to lose weight on my own, like an actual honest attempt. I never even participated in fad diets or any, that crazy stuff that happens. I lost weight during my pregnancies, and I worked out once in a while when I would have a 5K with my ex-husband. He was, in triathlons at the time, and, I wanted to be active if I could. So, my weight gain, anytime that I gained a significant amount of weight can be pretty much attributed to an emotional or some sort of thing that happened. And with, when you are about to go through the weight loss surgery process, part of what they ask you is about your attempts at weight loss. And I really didn't have much to write down because, well, yeah, okay, so I'm over 300 pounds. And yeah, I don't really have any health issues other than the fact that I'm over 300 pounds, but I want to do this because I'm just tired of being overweight. I couldn't write that down. I mean, right? I frustrate myself. You don't have to say it. So, of course, when I get through the process, I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? Because it was not at all what I was anticipating. When I first had surgery, I was living on 300 to 500 calories, which was way too little. I was losing way too fast. I almost lost, when you look at pictures of me during the first few months, it's ridiculous how much hair I was losing. And granted, it's a side effect of weight loss surgery and of weight loss in general, or any surgery for that matter, because of anesthesia side effects. But it just felt really extreme to me at the time. And then, I started having complications, and I had to have, a small hernia repair. Got pregnant shortly after that. My pregnancy was a nightmare because I got pregnant way too soon. She ended up being born with health issues, and we were told she would never walk or talk, and thank God that didn't come to pass, and that she's amazing. She's a miracle baby, and every step that she takes, it makes me want to smack the doctor for ever hinting that she couldn't do anything. But I digress. I don't know. It's just weird. I just had complication after complication, and life just kept coming at me from all sides. To sum it up as quickly as I can, to not bore those of you who've been through this with me for the past 4 years and have to, kind of hear it all over again, but we had Jalen. She was sick. I started eating like I shouldn't. Stopped eating like I shouldn't. Started working out. Oh, here's a hernia for you. Biggest hernia that the doctor's ever seen, in fact. So now let's have another massive abdominal surgery. Oh, and let's also decide, oh, guess what? You have colon cancer, but, oh, it's not that bad. We don't have to do chemo or radiation, thank God. But you did have cancer. Thank God we found it, right? Well, yeah. Okay, so, all right, I got through that. Now what? Well, then we're going to tell you that your surgery is not working anymore. So all of this that you've gone through, it's kind of useless now. All you have is restriction, and you got rid of the restriction when you got pregnant. So basically, you've had this life-altering surgery that doesn't really work. You're kind of a freak of nature, as one doctor put it. We don't know why yours doesn't work. Awesome. Then we lose my stepdad. And not only did I have to go through the pain of losing my stepdad myself, and I had to live through seeing my mom lose her soulmate. So then I started making really bad choices. My kids would go to bed, out would come the food and the liquid calories. Weight just piled on top of me. I've been obese since I was 12. First diet was when I was in second grade. My dad put me on SlimFast. But I have never seen myself gain weight as quickly as I did between December of 2012 and May of 2013. Ridiculous. In May of 2013, I had some conversation with some friends that helped me to get rid of the liquid calories and just to start being a little bit more honest with myself about the weight process. It was a slow progression. So from May of 2013 until December of 2013. Oh, can't forget, August and September of that time frame, I was having blackouts because I was over-medicated. And yeah, so couldn't forget that one. So that was another, one of those things that life decided to throw at me. So, go through blackouts, cancer, sick baby, hernia, more surgery, loss of family. Okay, so that put us in December of 2013. Up until that point, I had talked to death having a revision surgery, having a second surgery, because obviously I did not learn from the first one that there's more to it than surgical approach. So I was going to have another surgery. We went to Old Navy to use our Christmas gift cards that we had got, and I could not find not even one piece of clothing in that store. Talk about light bulb moment. Obviously, I wasn't my highest weight. I was over 300 pounds when I first had surgery. But I had gotten up to about 270-ish after having been much lower. And I don't know what it was about that particular Christmas or that particular shopping trip, because obviously being overweight my whole life, I've had moments where clothes don't fit. It was just like enough was enough at that moment. So after the new year, we decided to take advantage of, the no enrollment fee at the gym, and something just clicked. And I started going to the gym, and I reached out to my doctor for, some assistance with getting my diet under control, and I got off all of my medication, and I have arthritis in my cervical spine, and I have a pinched nerve and some bulging discs in my neck. And so working out at first was pretty scary. I didn't want to have another hernia, for one thing, and I didn't want to hurt my neck in any way. So I had two things. I was like, oh, I don't know if I should be doing this. But the more I did it, the better that it felt. And then in February, I decided to invest in a personal trainer. And I was supposed to start going to, a class in between training, and I let fear get the best of me and just didn't do it. I was still losing weight. I was progressing. I was just seeing results, and I felt better, and I feel better. And so that leads us to right now, and I'm at a point that I still have my personal trainer, and I go to an insanity class twice a week. And I don't eat perfect, but I work out and I focus on what I need to do. And I'm finding myself loving going to the gym. And when I don't go, I don't feel right. And it just something like just clicked, and I decided not, obviously I forgot to mention that I decided not to have surgery until I had finally given weight loss an honest attempt. I am the first person that will stand up for you and your right to have weight loss surgery if you need it. But due to lessons learned, I'm also the first person to tell you, don't make that your first option. And if it is your option, make damn sure that you are also adding in other aspects than just the physiological change that is necessary. Surgery can be a great component to a process, a cog in the wheel, so to speak. But if you're not working out and you're not doing the head work, you're gonna, it may not be right away, but it's gonna come back. Like, not necessarily the weight, but the whatever led you to being overweight to begin with is likely to come back if you don't address it. So for myself, I was an emotional eater. Anytime something bad happened to me, I pushed through it by eating through it. Okay, so I have a lot of friends that like to give me pats on the back and, for my strength and all this. It makes me kind of uncomfortable because I feel sometimes like I'm one of the weaker people that I know, but having people tell me that I inspire them by pushing through, it's like, I appreciate it, but I don't know how to process it because I feel like I don't push through it, I eat through it. So having kind of understood that now and understood that I have to do in order to see results and for them to stay with me has made a huge difference for me. So I've been asked, by some of you possibly watching this, what I've done differently or what is kind of, what's my light bulb that went off that made me realize I can do this. It was, only you are in control of the moment where you finally have had enough. But it really and truly, as cliche as it sounds, does boil down to changing. I had to change how I react to things. I can no longer eat an entire half of a birthday cake because I had a bad day. I just can't do it. And I had to learn to appreciate the endorphins and the soreness that working out brings. So now, my neck and my shoulder still hurt on a daily basis. And when I'm in class or with my trainer, I am constantly fighting the urge to walk my happy little butt out. But I've learned to appreciate and live in and dwell in the after. I'm not promising that a year from now I'm going to be at goal weight and I'm going to be awesome and working out every day still. And, Lord knows the life that I have lived, I cannot guarantee tomorrow is going to be what I predict. So, all I know is that in this moment, I am doing the work I should have done to begin with that would have made my surgery successful. But there are a lot of days that I wonder, had I just done this to start with, maybe I didn't need surgery. I don't know. I'll never know because I didn't give myself the chance to try. So, I have a lot of friends that are in the surgery community that they tried everything and they had to have surgery and they're awesome at it, or they're struggling like me. And so please don't take what I'm saying as a knock to bariatric surgery, because obviously I support it in every way possible. I live it all day long with my support group, and it's just, for me, Crystal Davis, it was not what I needed at that moment. It just wasn't. But I did it. I get to live with it. And now I am making the best of the situation. From 270, I am down to 226. Just since January. And this is May. So that's not that bad. I have to say, I will pat myself on the back for that one. I don't know. Just felt like addressing something in maybe a more positive light, going through YouTube and looking at my old videos. I talked a lot about regaining this weight, and I don't know why, and what's going on, and should I just have surgery again, and kind of irritates me to see it, to be honest. So that's it. Thanks for listening if you bothered to sit through 16 minutes of Crystal rambling. If you didn't, well, then you're not hearing this anyway, so bye.